Hi, I'm Annabelle Thurlow. I'm a credentialed diabetes educator, nurse practitioner in diabetes and a certified insulin pump trainer. I have a business called Action Diabetes and I am in private practice in Newcastle and Port Stephens. I have rooms at Nelson Bay and GPs refer to my service and I educate people about their diabetes. I see people with type 1, type 2, diabetes and gestational diabetes, as well as pre-diabetes. They can. When they come on a team care arrangement, it just allows them to claim for Medicare, to get a Medicare rebate. If they come without a referral, but of course they can't claim on Medicare, but some people are able to claim on their private health fund, or they can see me as a nurse practitioner and then they can get a Medicare rebate for that as well. And I liaise though with their GP or with their endocrinologist. Look, I think people really need to have education. I mean, that's what my service is providing education. And I think when people are newly diagnosed, they need to see a diabetes educator. And then if they're having some concerns about their glycemic control, they may need to come and see a diabetes educator so we can look at all facets of their management. It's not just food and exercise that causes blood glucose levels to go up. We need to look at everything and sort the person out, see what what we can do to help them to get as good a control as possible. As an educator, my goal is to help people prevent the long-term complications of diabetes. So, we do look at their healthy diet. We do look at their exercise. We suggest ways that they may be able to increase their physical activity. We look at the other medications they're taking. We look at their stress. Sometimes we need to refer somebody onto a psychologist because they've got some stress in their life which may be impacting on their diabetes control. Well, I'm very big on monitoring because I believe that unless a patient is really monitoring their blood glucose levels, they don't know what effect their food is having, what effect the exercise is having, what effect that medication is having. They don't need to be testing, 5, 6, 7 times a day, but they need to be testing a couple of times a day. And I suggest with my type 2 people that they test before a meal and 2 hours after a meal. They may do breakfast one day, lunch another day, and before dinner and at bedtime another day. And that way we're looking to see whether are they on target before the meal, what's happening after that meal. We may need to adjust what they're eating, or it may be that they're eating everything perfectly fine, or what they are eating is perfectly fine. We need to look at their medication. Our people with pre-diabetes, we need to get them motivated and aware that they need to be making lifestyle changes. So seeing a dietitian, seeing an exercise physiologist, really putting into place some changes that hopefully will help them avoid developing type 2 diabetes. Because at the moment there's no cure for type 2 diabetes, so they need to sort of take some steps to avoid getting it.
You can reduce your risk of getting diabetes by reducing your weight, increasing your physical activity, eating a balanced diet, quitting smoking, and checking your blood pressure and cholesterol regularly. For more information, visit www.hunterml.com.au. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Search for Hunter Medicare Local.